Alright, the January transfer window is creeping up, and you know what that means. The rumor mill at Old Trafford is going into overdrive. It seems Ruben Amorim has a clear priority, and the board might just be ready to back him. All eyes are on the central midfield. We've cut through the noise to look at the names that keep cropping up and what the whispers from inside the game are saying. Let's be real, the days of the scattergun approach seem to be over. The word is that Ruben Amorim and Director of Football Jason Wilcox are in lockstep. No player gets signed unless they're a long-term fit for the vision. The mission is clear: rebuild the engine room. With Casemiro's contract situation on the horizon, finding a successor is a key priority, and there's a feeling United wants to bring in at least one new central midfielder in 2026. So who's actually on the radar for the January window? First, let's talk about two of England's brightest talents. Adam Wharton at Crystal Palace is a name that United has been interested in for a while now. You watch him play and you see why. His passing is sharp and efficient. The main question mark is his work off the ball, which some critics have pointed out as a weakness. With a market value of 60 million euros, a January move seems ambitious, but he's definitely a target they're watching. Then there's Elliot Anderson at Nottingham Forest, another name consistently mentioned with a move to Old Trafford. He's admired for the maturity he's shown in the middle of the park, and also has a market value of 60 million euros. Both Wharton and Anderson are seen as sensible, foundational targets as United looks to build a stronger domestic core. But are they the immediate game changers the team needs this January? Now for a name that tends to pop up in transfer speculation: Conor Gallagher. Currently with Atletico de Madrid, his name has been floated in connection with a move back to England, with United mentioned as a potential destination. There isn't much concrete information here, though some reports mention a potential loan with an option to buy. He offers proven Premier League experience and energy, and with a market value of 35 million euros, he represents a different kind of opportunity. He's a dynamic box-to-box midfielder, and it's the kind of link that makes you wonder if there's a spark of opportunity there, though United would surely face competition. Another option is a player who many believe fits the mold perfectly for what Amorim wants: Brighton's Carlos Baleba. He is the kind of dynamic box-to-box profile the team is crying out for, and it's understood that United are admirers of his talent. However, let's talk about the giant obstacle: the price tag. Brighton has a reputation for driving a hard bargain, and with a market value of 60 million euros, it's clear he won't come cheap. While his form has reportedly dipped a bit, perhaps due to all the speculation, the belief in his high ceiling remains. United has been predicted to be in the mix for him, but a January deal feels unlikely unless Brighton dramatically lowers their asking price. Finally, there's the experienced head of Ruben Neves. Currently at Al Hilal, he's been identified as a potentially cheaper option for January. His vast Premier League experience with Wolves is a major plus. Al Hilal is reportedly open to selling him for around 20 million euros, a fee much lower than his 25 million euros market value, as his contract is running down. However, his high wages of around £350,000 per week are a significant hurdle. While United has contacted his agent, transfer insider Fabrizio Romano has suggested that negotiations are not actively moving forward. It seems he's more of a contingency plan if other targets aren't available this winter. To sum it all up, you have the promising but expensive English talents in Wharton and Anderson, the ambitious powerhouse in Baleba, the speculative wildcard in Gallagher, and the experienced, cheaper but high-wage option in Neves. All signs point to the midfield being the focus, but the January window is notoriously difficult to navigate. Will the club make a decisive move now, or will they lay the groundwork for a summer splash? What do you think? Who should be United's #1 target this January? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you want to keep up with all the breaking transfer news, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We'll be tracking the stories all window long.